Live. Got a good shot. Elijah eating.
It did? Okay. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my mics, but as long as you guys can hear me and OBS can hear me, then I think we'll be okay. So we don't have Matt here, and we had the end of our last session. You guys required him because he's in the middle of a combat. So we're gonna in the middle of us. Yeah, just voluntarily handed your shadows over to the shadow lady. And we can't play without the one guy who can generate magical light against the shadow lady. So I don't want you guys to TPK despite what you think. So it is convenient. So we are going to go to a Pathfinder Society one-shot. We voted on the Sky Metal Horde, and I have not read it at all. So this will be fun. Do you guys remember, as I'm buying time, which characters you guys are playing? But don't you ribbit? Aren't you the frog? Very good. Okay. So Sky Metal Horde. This is the 9th society scenario in the year of exploration, unfettered exploration. It does assume a little bit of linearity. So this, I believe, takes place, yes, a couple adventures after the last one we did, the Ukuja, the first wall. And I'm gonna say we don't. That wasn't a society though. That was just a random adventure. But we are going to a new place. It looks like he's on Discord. All right, good job buying me some time. Where on Galaran, equal exchange of Sky and Metal Horde takes place on Bonoko Isle. This isolated island in the Kaio Ocean is several hours. I said one shot, he said bet. Let's go. And it's good. We need some more Asian representation because this one takes place in Galarian Asia, Tiansha. Mostly East Asia. Eastern Asia for the most part. East and Southeast Asia is where Tiansha is. They just released the new Tiansha lore book. Just came, World Guide is what they call it, to learn about the area and some of the different races and the culture, different events going on there, because the newest adventure path is taking place there. Actually, I guess the second newest one. The newest one is going to be a nature-themed one. But the last one, Season of Ghosts, is a 4-part adventure that takes place each season in Tiansha. It's kind of cool. Seasonal themed. Tiansha. I don't know. Elijah, can you help me pronounce Tianxia? Tiansha. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. So we're going on a... I don't know what parts of these are spoilers or not. Can you guys see that? For some reason, the camera can't see this map. Oh, you guys might... I think I have to give you... Yeah, I didn't know I could do that. Yeah, I don't know why the images are messed up on the stream, so sorry, Kelf and all our fans. Oh, now it's showing up. Finally. Okay. So, yeah. This adventure, again, I don't know what part of spoilers. I assume the setting is fair game. It takes place in the Bonoko Isles. These islands have been unsettled for decades, but it now hosts dense jungles and an abandoned temple, though the island hasn't remained wholly uninhabited for this time. There's native flora and fauna have overtaken the area, and with its distance to the Manhattan coast, Bonoko Isle has likely welcomed shipwrecked travelers and foolhardy explorers alike. So to recap, you guys are adventurers. You've been throughout this year of unfettered exploration, you've been helping the Pathfinder Society chase down some artifacts, and it looks like, I think there's something about a compass and some stuff to help you find these secret areas. You're really doing some Indiana Jones type of adventure kind of stuff, and for some reason it took you guys to Manata and Bonoko Isle. Let's see. Tyler is still not here. He's creating, dude. Yeah. Instead, he's gonna see floods and blizzards and tornadoes and thunderstorms. All that good Texas infrastructure. All those good tax dollars. Yeah. So this adventure. So, this adventure begins. You guys on this boat here, apparently. I looked it up. It's called the Sarangola. Owned by this human sailor, guys. It looks exactly like that. Owned by this guy, Arang Magsane. He's a human sailor. He's native to Manata and the... and he is your guide to the Bonoko Isles. Before setting sail, he enthusiastically introduced himself while giving each of you a high five. He goes, a round of applause for everyone. He then passes. You're level 11. You're supposed to be level 5 through 8, but I scaled it to level 11. Have fun. Yeah. He then passes you a parcel. Whoever of you opens it up, and you find a couple things. You find a brief from your friendly dragon friend, who I'm sure you all remember, Velashinas. My boy, I think it's not male. It is female. My lady. A letter from Tyre Wale. My non-binary boy. Can I send this one to chat? Can you see that? Yeah, it looks blank. You can read the text? Oh, it comes up after a second. Okay. I didn't close it. It just only shows for a second. I didn't change the setting. So this handout, it's a mission brief from your friendly dragon, Velashinas. It says, Pathfinders, I, Velashinas, officially task you with the retrieval of a portion of my hoard in the temple to Velashinas near the center of Bonoko Isle. This trove boasts a potent glyph of warding to deter thievery. However, you have my permission to deactivate the enchantment, uttering the following phrase in Tien. To wit or wise, to value without understanding is to have none at all. This hoard contains an abundant collection of sky metals, so to facilitate its movement, I have provided one bag of holding to be utilized during this mission for the convenience of all parties involved. Once you've acquired my treasure, deliver it to my assistant, Pure Perin, at your earliest behest. May you succeed, Velashinas. And for some reason, you have another letter from Tai Wale. Dear fellow Pathfinders, I hope this letter finds you well as ready to sail for Bonoko Isle. While I give this advice to all willing to receive it, I'd hope those less familiar with island adventuring will be especially open to my words. Avoid meddling with your guide's vessel unless asked. Trust and calmness during the voyage will go a long way. There's no shame in admitting when seasickness is about to take you. This openness will only allow those around you to better prepare. Perhaps why would a frog be seasick? It's the open ocean. Perhaps, above all else, we must remember that just as we are explorers, we're also visitors who must respect the places we tread. This is particularly important in these self-contained islands. Strive to leave no greater a footprint of your presence than is necessary to your mission. To those inclined to alter the battlefield with fire and similarly destructive elements, note the presence of non-hostile fauna and flora as you go about adventuring. And, given the appropriate circumstances, I hope you take joy and come to appreciate the sights that await you among the islands of Hokkaido. To your best efforts, Tai Wale. Is this dude? Oh, no, this is your sailor. This is who you gotta respect. Tai Wale, yeah, I guess they're your handler. I don't know. I'm reading this for the first time. Who wants the bag of holding? We know. Oh, true. All of the things. Or I'm sorry, and not a bag of holding, it's a spacious pouch. Where is our spacious pouch? There it is. It's only a type 1. Just don't fill it up too much. It's in your inventory for Grook the Oathbound. Alright, so as the Serengola, your vessel, As its sails pick up a fair wind, the dock and coastline of Binoco swiftly fade away in the distance behind the vessel. With Binoco Isle located due east, it's almost as if Arang is sailing the boat straight towards the rising sun. Once the small ship eases into a respectable speed, Arang exclaims, "Oh, look! Oh, you'll miss it!" With a wide grin, he gestures around with an oar in his hand as the dark morning waters ripple to the beat of the wind. "Now, for just a hair of the day, you'll see nothing but the ocean's gift. Watch, wonder, and thank the world that it is a good morning to sail." Then, as far as the eye can see, there's only water. Streaks of orange light cut through the Okayo Ocean's dark blue surface, disrupted by just the ship's bow nudging water away into gaggles of white foam ahead of the vessel. The air smells not just of salts, but of the life teeming beneath the surface. Eventually, as the sun continues to climb, a speck appears on the horizon, growing with each moment. There looms an island topped with a verdant jungle. A beach of white-yellow sand approaches fast ahead, beaming like a mischievous grin plastered in contrast to the dense greenery behind it, and palm trees sway to the ocean breeze as if greeting you. I'm gonna skip this, but
No, Tyler says.
yeah, Tyler says never mind. He thought I was talking about tomorrow. Oh well, it's okay. You guys will be fine with only 3. So this dude, your friendly sailor here, he provides you with any good snacks like a good Uber driver would. Dried mangoes, rice crackers, dried squid. He just pulls it out of his shorts. He just pulls out some squid and mango from his shorts that you notice have no pockets in them. Yeah. While you guys are hey, look at that, those came from his pants. While you guys are sailing there, do you have anything you want to talk to him about? Okay. It's different water. He says, "Oh, don't worry. It's just a short sail over there. We got good wind behind us." He points over to the isle. He says, "It should be no more than 30 minutes." Yeah, there's plenty of wildlife, so you go watch out for anything. Watch out if you encroach on any, like a wild boar's territory or something. They'll probably keep to themselves though. You might find a pack of avocados though. I think Volashina's kept them as pets, and I think they're running wild around the island now. Yeah, you guys are strong. You'll be fine. I'm sure, maybe they were domesticated. They might be friendly. They might even recognize you as friends of Velashinas. They could smell the dragon scent on you. Yes. This is a. Well, did they? I'm sure you could grab onto them, but they might grapple you back. They have tentacles for a mane. They're like this blue dogs, very quiet. They don't make a sound, very stealthy, but they like to grab onto people with their tentacles. If you see one, they say to avoid eye contact and back away slowly. Wait, maybe that was maybe that was a different animal. I don't know. I haven't actually seen one myself, but I imagine that's what they're like. Oh, no. I'm just getting you there. Sorry. Besides, Akata. Well, I have to take care of the boat. Make sure it stays here by the time you guys get back. You want to get off the island, right? Of course you do. So, I'll be here with the boat on the shore. No. I was hired to get you from here to there. That's all. I don't want to violate my contract with the Pathfinders. He says, "Oh, I'm not a coward. I just want to respect the Anito. It's the nature spirits. I always seek to appease them. I don't want to disrupt whatever spirits may be on the islands." Yes. Anyway, do you have any other questions? All right. So the Sarangala crashes or gently lands on the shore. And I have to roll initiative so many times. There's really so many monsters. So he says as he anchors it onto the sand and you guys step off, he gives you all another round of high fives and he says, well, best of luck to you, Pathfinders. I'll be waiting here if you need to make a quick escape, but I'm sure, everything will be fine. Don't worry about it. You'll be okay. You guys are strong. Much stronger than me. No. You'll be good on your own. Oh, I don't need protection. I just sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Oh, no. Well, I am one with nature. I'm sure. No. I need this money from this job. Anyway, you guys go. Good luck. Have fun. Bye. Bye. Have fun. Getting to the temple. Okay, so Uh, yeah. Um, can anyone give me occultism roll? See what you know about the Akatas. See if what he was telling you was correct. That's incredible. You do have a plus 20. Insane. You know what's... Okay. Hallstride, which you know, is that Akata is
adverse mild
Hello? Can you hear me? Is my voice like cutting out? Oh yeah, that's... Oh, that's my webcam. Oh, that might be what... I'm hoping that's not what OBS is picking up, my webcam. Oh well. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, Hallstride, you know Akatas have adverse reactions to salt water. Mild exposure can cause pain and discomfort, but fully immersing it in salt water will prove lethal. Not only that, but you know Akatas typically spawn from humanoids, but sometimes an Akata develops altered physiology and abilities that relate to the nature of the humanoid they spawn from. In even rarer cases, a particularly special host
can spawn a larger, more powerful.
Yes. And Zanab, you know, while it is a very difficult feat to achieve, taming an Akata can make them into particularly docile pets. And while in the master's presence or in the vicinity of the master's scent, a tamed Akata can express extremely docile behavior, sometimes to the point of complete passivity. That's what you know. Yes. So, as you guys step off of the sand towards the jungle, you hear the sounds of the jungle start to surround you. As if stepping into another world, the crashing waves and billowing winds have been replaced by a chorus of insects, calling birds and critters ruffling through leaves and undergrowth. The jungle ahead is a mosaic of lush green, interspersed by tree trunks peeking through fallen branches and the yellow-green leaves of banana trees. Traces of the salty sea breeze give way to that of damp foliage. With the canopy shielding much of the ground from the sun, the surroundings feel several degrees cooler, but all the more humid. Each step into the undergrowth brings a moment of uncertainty, as plants mask whether a spot is on steady ground or a pool of water or mud or simply covered by foliage. Zanab, you feel very at home as soon as you step off of the sand into the jungle. Even where the canopy gives way to more sunlight and a clearing, there's only more lush jungle in the distance beyond. and you guys only got the general location of the temple. You know, it's somewhere like in the center of the island, but you have a good start on which way to go, and you're really just concerned with making your way into the center and the densest part of the jungle. So you have to start trekking your way through. Okay. He can talk. He can gather information. It's a diplomacy check. I would say you can, if you fly him up, he scans the area and he sees at the highest point of the island he's able to find some structures, and knowing that this place has been abandoned for a couple centuries, it's got to be there, and it's just as described, approximately at the center of the island. It's at the peak, so you got to make your way through a lot of jungle to get there, halfway through the island. So you got good directions, and Corvus can get you there very directly, so it'll take you a little bit less time since he can chart out a good path for you. Corvus gets a familiar point. So as you're stepping into the jungle, Zanab. Yeah, Zanab, you need to craft a rope to get out of this quicksand. No, Zanab and Grook, you guys notice as you're talking and thinking about, as Corvus comes back down, you notice after you stop talking, the entire jungle has gone silent. Oh, sorry. Silent. The only thing you can hear is your own movement and voices. Give me a nature check. Yes, so in addition to what you're saying, you realize your current situation, as you're warned by your Uber driver, may have been caused by the Anito, the force spirit or the jungle spirits in the area. Using Arong's advice, you realize you should verbally ask for permission, or saying "excuse me" is enough to appease the the Anito in the area. You also know that it isn't uncommon for travelers to offer tribute or beseech a Nito for good fortune, and they can attempt to befriend the Nito. You can attempt to befriend the Nito. If you choose, yeah. Okay. You hear a couple like bright, delightful cheep cheep cheeps, and you see a little glitter off into some of the trees as some of the chirps come back. You do know all of the adventurers have to ask for permission and ask for forgiveness from the Anito. Velashanas. Yeah. Do Halstride and Grook okay. Do you ask for okay. Velashanas. You see a little glitter off in the jungle. And Halstride? That's crazy. That's so good. The need to go cheep 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 cheep, and you see your chalk. You see some dust from your chalk just start to float away, like unnaturally, not like as a plume of dust from setting it down, but just a couple specks start flying and floating away, and the jungle sounds return. Whoops. Hold on, I gotta do something. That's crazy. You can... Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know. Zanab and Grook. Sorry, I don't actually know what this means. I gotta look at something. Okay, I got you. Never mind. Ignore I said anything. You guys can continue through. Sorry, is Zanab, as you step right there, you take a step and a rope comes flying out from the tree and your foot gets stuck in what appears to be like a bear or a boar trap. And you are immobilized, and you hear you hear leaves crashing around in the distance. Something is closing in on you. Halstrad and Grook, you see Zanab go hopping across that log and then get caught in a trap. Yeah, give me athletics. Okay. That is good enough. You just and you rip the trap apart. Akata. You say it as if you can't see the entire scene. Okay. Before you move any further, can everyone give me a perception check? No, it's fine. You're fine. Not initiative, just perception. Okay. Grook, you see from the chaos of that net trap, you see off in the distance, you're scanning out, you see some boar and deer scurrying away from the noise. Halstrad, you see a large waterlogged piece of sharpened wood grown over with moss as it leans tilted against a tree. Let's see, what are you trained in? Yeah. And you can identify that this piece of wood was likely once used as a pit trap of some sort. So not only is these rope traps, but there's pits around here that you want to be careful not to step into. And Zanab, you notice a torn backpack hanging precariously from a branch somewhere in there. Its contents are nowhere to be seen, but it likely hasn't been there for more than a year based off of the amount of plant growth you can see around it. So all of these traps have been laid recently. Something is definitely active here. These are not old traps. Are you guys watching out for traps? Gork isn't? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll show one of them that you saw was right here. Alright, well, despite your best efforts, there was a trap on the road itself. And you've become immobilized. But this time, instead of just deer roaming around the forest, you hear a moan coming from trees right here. Roll for initiative. Yes, that's fine. I'm sure you will be fine. Oh, I'm sorry. There's two of these. Combat begins. Zanab, you see Grook pulled into a rope trap, and two of these undead creatures come crawling out from the overgrowth. Yeah. What do you do? I'll give that to you for free. They are hostile. They don't appear to be too dangerous. The top one is what you were targeting. Is that public? I need to switch to private. It fails. Oh, this one is not immobilized, sorry. They're not immobilized. Can you give me religion or occultism? You mean the katas? These are not akatas, but you recognize these are void zombies, which are created from an akata's affliction that they cause. So when an akata kills someone, and it's kind of like a vampire, if they don't completely kill them, they turn into these zombies, these void zombies that come and they drink the blood of living creatures. Slashing. Slashing. No. No, but I will give you that since these are generated from akatas, they also have that same saltwater weakness. But no, not any metal. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. It's piercing. 6 bleed. 1d6 or 6? 6? No. Okay, that's... Yep, that's good. Fatigued, 1? Oh, I think fatigue doesn't have values, actually. Yeah. This, I'll show you an image. It runs. It runs up, swings, and misses you. And then it hits you. For 19 damage. These long void zombies run up to the immobilized Grook and punch and critically miss. And he punches and he misses. You're holding the trap. Yeah, Howl Stride. You see all these zombies emerge from the jungle and start hurting your friends. What do you do? Oh, jungle combat. We need this song. Critical hit. You rolled the one. 16 damage though is solid. You do injure it. Yes. This thing is stupid. What little brains it has, it just lost. Grook. Grook the Oathbound. What do you do? Okay. Oh, by the way, if it isn't clear, you are upside down. Yeah, you're like dangling from the trap.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm Spider-Man upside down, just staring at him.
Okay. Yeah, you stare at him in his one eye. And he's frightened. Critically hitting upside down. Slashing.
Gain a +2 circumstance bonus to AC until the end of your next turn. Good.
That's huge.
And then, my last action, I will free myself. Double back to back.
It should be a reflex, but I believe your reflex is enough. I'm gonna take that roll of a 13. Yes, you escape. I'll just move the trap right there. The tired zombie, this nearly dead zombie, walks up behind you, and a tendril spawns out of its mouth. These tentacles just wrap around the back of your neck, and it critically misses. And it's kind of an awkward attack. It becomes off guard. It slips as its tendrils slide down your back, and then it critically misses. And that's its turn. Ribbit. It drops its weapon. Ribbit. Ribbit. Another frog comes jumping out of the jungle behind Owlstride. Oh, no. And critically misses Hollow Stride.
Not you too.
Yeah, I made sure.
For all future encounters.
Yeah, don't worry. The rest of them are not going to be as easy. And it hurts itself in the confusion. You still have to kill these guys though. Zanab. You could try. Yeah, you could try. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't check if you were rested. Okay. That is a hit. That's the Froggy? Or that's the same guy you're... I don't... The one in front of you? All right. It steps forward towards Zanab. And it's gonna miss. Yep. Oh, heck yes. It critically hits Zanab. 4. It was a natty 20. For 42 damage. And you know what else it does? No. This was a bludgeoning. Oh man, you know what's really cool? You're confused for 1 round. Correct. Unless someone snaps it out of you before your turn starts. So there's always an opportunity for you guys to die if they roll a bunch of nat 20s. Let's see what happens to Grook. Oh. I wonder what this thing rolled. It critically missed. And now it's starting to bleed. Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah, it just critically misses. It goes and swings at Grook and falls and slips and trips over itself and it gets pushed backwards down the road. Howl Stride. What do you do? Suplex. Yes. There should be a macro. You guys don't have the macros. They're in the compendium somewhere, but let me see if I can find them for you. Action macros. Two belt macros. Workbench. Nope. Oh well. I can't find them. You did a 26. That will grab it. Grab it, grab it. It's grabbed. Have someone grabbed. You flex your entire body and heave it over your head, slamming them into the ground. Give me a melee unarmed strike. That is a hit. You can do that damage. It also goes behind you and lands prone.
Just the damage, and just the additional 2d6 bludgeoning damage.
That's on a critical success.
Oh, never mind. I see it now. Alright. Yes,
And you lose your grip on it. But it is prone. And away from Zanab is important too. You stepped, grab, and suplexed. That is 3 Grook. Yes.
I hit him with the flame.
Your whip has 10 reach? I believe so. Alright. No, it's the same armor. In fact, this one has less armor. Because it's off guard. 22, and it needs to see what happens with this critical hit. That's huge. Yeah, you guys see a little a sunbird come flying out. Tweet, 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 tweet. And it lands on Grook's shoulder. Choo, 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 choo. I swallow whole now. That is a hit. And some solid damages to the nearly dead Void Zombie.
And then I shout to it. Join and trade under me or perish.
Ribbit? It's all dialect. They've been dead a long time. Do you have any reactions? Yeah. That trigger on movement? You have a clinch strike? Nope. Alright, nothing happens, but it runs up and it tries punching twice and fails. Zanab, you are confused. You're off guard. You don't treat anyone as an ally. You can't delay, ready, or use reactions. Use all your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips, though the GM can have you use other actions. Your targets are determined randomly by the GM. If you have no other viable targets, you target yourself. Alright, Corvus is 1, Grook is 2, Zombie is 3, Frog 1 is 4, Frog 2 is 5, Hellstride is 6. Let's roll 1d6. 6, Hellstride is going to get hit. How do you recover? It's just for 1 turn. You'll recover after this. Someone could have punched you and slapped you to get out of it, but
Do I have to attack?
yes. But this, since it was from a crit, it was specifically for 1 round. Otherwise, it would be indefinite until someone slaps you. And even then, it's a flat check. But what kind of spells you got? You got needle darts, void warp.
No, I hit with my dagger.
No, you don't.
I have to. There's no other way. If I attack with my cantrips, I don't have action.
What do you mean? Cantrip's only 2 actions.
Yeah, it says I have to use all of my actions.
That also wouldn't use all your actions. Anyway, what's worse, his AC or his fortitude? They are exactly equal. Okay. Let's have Hellstride try to avoid this void warp. Wow. Critical success. Hellstride takes 10 damage from this cantrip. And then you cast Inside Ropes, and your guts are just spilled out on the road in front of you, in between you and Hellstride. Good turn. Ribbit. And this guy steps up and walks right past Hellstride towards Zanab. Ribbit. And punches and misses Zanab. This void, a zombie, nearly dead, wants some fresh meat. Its tendrils come flying out of its mouth and it critically misses. Who could have predicted? It is enfeebled. It should also no longer be frightened, but it is enfeebled. And it ends its turn and takes some bleed damage. Hellstride, you got 2 frogs surrounding you. Punch. Do he punch? Sorry. Yes, you're hitting the guy on the left for 13 damage. Flowing wave attack. Critical hit. 17. Solid bludgeoning damage. I'll say that doesn't happen. Nothing happens. Yeah, you got one action left.
Yeah, we're gonna grapple it.
We grappling. Ooh. Yeah, you grab and you lift it over your head. It's just dangling. Yeah. Grook. You gonna kill this thing? You gonna let it train with you? Are you doing non-lethal? That means, so I learned what that means. That means your attack is, you don't take a penalty to make it non-lethal. Normally, if you're just like punching someone, or I guess stabbing someone, you have to like take a -2 to not kill them. You get the choice of just killing it though. That's the default. $24. It dies. Not only does it die, it is destroyed. You just blast it open. You got zombie guts all over you.
You will be.
Damage to the Ribbiter. And it's almost dead. It's so badly injured. But it's not dead yet. This thing tries to escape. Can it? No. It just it's moving around. So it's just gonna try to lick you from up above, and it is unsuccessful. I've tried. And it critically hits itself. And it just dies. Oh, as you're holding it over your head, it just and yeah, it starts, its blood and drool starts, and other oozes start flowing down, raining down on your face and your shoulders. Anyways, Zanab, you got a badly injured frog in front of you. It is the last remaining threat. What do you do? Yeah. That's a hit. He's badly injured. Can this kill him? No, it can't.
He's not that badly injured.
It steps forwards. Can it get 2 critical hits on you to end your career? No, but it can get a regular hit. Oh no!
Why does he keep attacking? He was in range of other targets.
I accidentally killed it. Don't worry.
Using other targets' attack range to come attack me.
Don't worry, I have a backup. Now it is nearly dead, and it's got a second attack on you.
Is that how its attacks work?
It wants you, dude.
It changes turn.
This one has not changed targets.
Well, I mean, like, it doesn't just hit the target that's in range.
These are zombies. Laser focus.
Wait a minute. That's not how zombies work.
It sees blood and it goes for blood. However, its first hit hits you. Second attack hits itself in confusion, and it does kill itself. And combat is over. Good. I don't. I'm amazed at how many times you actually got hit.
That's what really means. Everything on the island is
Yes, you step over to this statue. Can someone give me society or religion? I bet you can. 20, 30, 26. It's plus 16. Grook, you recognize this is not a statue made to a god, but collectively all three of you recognize that this is depicting an Akata. Grook, the one thing you can tell from this is that it's not exactly revering the Akata, but it's some of the wording on it. It doesn't read explicitly like a warning, but it does kind of show respect for the Akata and the respect for them on this island. You think maybe this was placed by Velashanas. So Halstrad and Zanab, you piece together that Velashanas wanted to make sure that it's known that this is the Akata's island. It belongs to them now.
I mean, considering that they can't leave, I guess just die from salt water.
And also, next to where one of those zombies was that attacked Grook, there's some loot. I don't think your bird can wear goggles. I Alpacas are bigger than birds and also have a.
These are close.
Okay, yeah, Corvus can wear the mirror goggles.
Alright, I take them.
In the chest next to you. it's like 5 spaces away. He doesn't have an inventory.
What?
He's a bird. Familiars don't have inventory. But I'll.
I drag and dropped it on him and it disappeared.
It's not still in your inventory?
It's not in my inventory.
Oh well, guess it's gone. Guess you don't get that loot. It disappeared. That's funny. It would be equipment. It's not there. Big mistake.
I tried putting the goggles on. Big mistake. Well, those thoughts of getting blind with their eyes dripping out, so I think that'll be you can have.
Okay. Are you guys gonna continue on?
I'm on the right arm of the statue.
You pull it? No.
Never is.
It may be eventually, but this one is not. Do you pull it? You tug on the left arm. And you're so strong, you pull it out of the rest of the statue. And it's kind of like you're just like giving it a handshake. You're just holding a stone arm. No. Gook just pulls the stone arm out of the Yakata statue. The statue that says, "Please respect the island and the Yakatas." You rip it apart. Okay. Could be good. Okay.
Are we going that direction? Perhaps my wayfinder will point us in the right direction. I have Corvus go up and see how far away we are. What direction is this? We should be going.
Yeah. So there's this ridge here. This
His new goggles and it's
this road up here. You notice it kind of stops right there. It comes to a dead end from the ridge there. So you have to go up. You have to climb for a minute.
I jump up.
You jump up.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
I can do this.
All right.
Look at this. I've got gripping flying. I use my web feet to guide my fall.
Wait, you're going up.
If I look up, you know,
Okay. Okay.
what's the check? How big is the jump?
Well, you can't really do it in a single jump.
Only jump up to the rock. This would have been really helpful to have chalk right now.
Yeah, climbing chalk. Too bad the Anitos took it. The jungle spirits. Yo, click that use button for me. Climb this mountain with this chalk. Insane. All right. Alright, give me an athletics check. You get a sweet bonus to that. I'm gonna give that a +1. You get a 34 because of that shock. And yeah, you managed to climb up safely.
Just like that, boys. Just like that.
There's a okay. You do have a okay. Gook is female. That is a nice lady. She's a little cross-eyed. Okay. Yeah. Alright, yeah, you got... Alright, give me athletics. You just focused up. 27. Yeah, it takes you a little bit longer than Grook. You struggle, you slipping on some of the rocks, they come down, but it's... I'm sorry, I didn't mean struggle, but yeah, you grab a couple bad holds, but you get a couple bad holds, you don't realize how old some of these rocks are, and they start falling to the ground, but you're able to climb up just fine. Does anyone tug on Zanab's inside ropes? You pull their insides very hard, yank them up, and you guys make it on top of the ridge. Zanab and Corvus, you estimate it'll you can get a clear shot to the temple in about 30 minutes. Can you all give me some exploration activities? Like, what are you guys doing as you're going through these this part of the jungle? All right. All right. Can you give me a nature for that? And for the traps, Malik, give me a perception. What is Grook doing? No. Give yourself a +2. Oh my God! Sick nature check. These are very unfamiliar flora and fauna to you. Like, these look like they're definitely edible. You're like clearing a path with your whip. Okay. You should punching the vines and leaves. Nice. Oh, you gave yourself a +1 goggles. Okay. Oh, I don't know if you... Oh, you have a +1 from your nose chain, which I don't know. I think that's to smell. Yes, but you can only... You don't stack item bonuses. You can wear them both, but that +1 only applies to seeking or sensing with your scent. So I guess you get a 29 with smelling and seeing, is what I'll say. I don't think you can smell trap. Yeah, you can smell and see trap, both out of 29, not out of 30. Okay, and Grook is busy punching away the forest as you, or the jungle, respectfully, as the letter told you to do.
She
She.
is
Yeah, it's clearly the key to getting inside the temple. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta get inside the vault. Okay, so you guys are. Okay, so you're clearing out the jungle, watching out for traps. Halastride's just eating flowers along the way. There's some mushrooms. The curtain of jungle foliage parts reveals this incline. Verdant underbrush flanks the long, mucky dirt path leading upward, one made more from the runoff of water meandering downhill than by any actual foot traffic. Further up, the crumbling stone structures emerge from among the trees. These spaces could have conceivably provided shelter or hosted functions amongst worshippers at one point, but the years of lingering have reduced them to little more than sources of shade against the beating sun. Finally, the far edge of this raised area culminates in an impressive open-air temple. Topped... Yes, Eureka. Thank you. Topped by a statue sculpted in honor of Velashanas, the temple's roof has remained intact in defiance of time and the elements. The walls have similarly lasted, along with stones columns carved in the dragon's likeness. These take myriad poses and expressions, only the finer details of which have been lost to erosion. Sorry. Where was I reading? Erosion. Yes. Moss covers nearly every surface of the temple, and tufts of grass or weeds peep out between the cracks in the floor. The stone steps leading from the outside into the main chamber appear darkened with post-morning dew. The signature jungle smell now mixes with an almost musty metallic scent. On a raised dais, with steps leading up to it from each cardinal direction, waits a veritable bounty of sky metal, noqual, jars of jesset, even chunks of sicatite, immaculate and untouched by time in contrast to the aged surroundings. The light seeping in from the temple's various entrances reflects off the metals. Each glint bounces off one of the many rounded chunks of noqual scattered in bunches throughout the temple's interior, some laid out on the floor and some precariously stuck upright against the walls. The temple ceiling is 30 feet high, and its interior is well lit due to the natural light flooding in from the outside. As soon as you enter the temple, you become aware of this sky metal horde, of which there'd be far too much to transport without the bag of holding and the no-qual cocoons. Can you guys give me an occultism check? No, it's not. I forgot what you said. No, it's not magic. Dude, you're just not as good as Halastride. Okay, so you're inside this temple. You see a bunch of the metals you're supposed to be collecting, and I assume, Grook, you start packing them in to your bag of holding. You guys also see these giant chunks of this light green, like turquoise stones. They look pretty valuable. Halastride and Zanab, you both with equal amounts of knowledge about these, recognize that these aren't chunks of a metal like the rest of them. These are kata cocoons. And they are extremely valuable. You can get 60 gold for each of them. Yeah, it's an Akata cocoon. Oh yeah, it'll be yummy. Yeah. So Zanab, you don't know this, but Housestride, you have so much more knowledge than Zanab. You know you know that it can take only a few minutes for the creatures to burst free once they've sensed nearby life. You can give me a survival check to try to carefully grab the cocoon without waking them up. Well, you don't know. Yeah, they're her pets. Mm-hmm. You give me your survival check. If it's a good check, you won't wake them up. No. You would never disrespect nature. Okay. Okay. And I skipped over it, but I assume you guys say the password to disable the glyph. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, and I'll just give you that. It deactivates completely and you're able to grab all these things. Excellent. There is now. So, sorry. So you guys climbed up the mountain to get there. And this is the statue to Velasquez. So you guys gather up all the stuff and you step out onto here. You got your big bag of holding full of all the sky metals, and you did not take any of the cocoons, correct? Okay. Oh, if you guys zoom out, you can see a compass shown northeast end of the map, but you know, so north is to the right. That's what your compasses will tell you of this map. We're oriented differently. The top of the map is west, just so you know. As you complete your collecting of, we should have music here. Are you guys hearing music? You hear music? I don't know why the song doesn't play. We're supposed to be hearing temple music. Anyway, as you're standing here, The shadows of hunched figures loom from the north and the west entrances. A pack of blue-skinned Akatas prowls into the temple interior with several decomposing humanoids dressed in tattered traveling clothes of differing styles, shambling along at their rear. From the north, a noticeably bulkier Akata with a single eye in the middle of its head stalks forwards, its skin pocked with patches of leaves and its elongated appendages intertwined with browning vines. These creatures eerily emit no sound, but with a thump of its tentacles against the ground, the largest Akata suddenly rushes forwards, signaling the others to do the same. And the description says one, but you guys are strong. There are two of them. Please roll for initiative. Hold on, let me get you in.
Children are hostages. Stay away or we'll destroy your cocoons.
And just so you're not too surprised, this is a severe encounter. Cool. Zanab, give me some initiative.
I smell them. I'm so fucking good. What's about their weaknesses is like salt water. They don't have any like mental weakness, right?
Weaknesses? Can you guys, you guys can see all of those. Oh well. Begin. There's also a giant slug. Zanab, it's your turn. And you notice the one to the north that's on your right appears much stronger than the one above you to the west.
One to my right appears much stronger.
The one, yes, to the right of the temple, through the gate, appears much bigger and stronger. Temple of Bones seems like an appropriate song. It's a cantrip. Oh, that's your curse. It's a focus point. Oh. You just click it. Yeah.
I didn't use one of my own too. I think everything I have is 30 feet.
Well, you're a prepared spellcaster. Not spontaneous.
Oh, I can hover over it.
Yes. Just so you guys can see up close. Yeah. What?
I'm gonna use painful vibrations. And that's the roll of 28 fortitude save.
28 fortitude save. It fails.
Failure to target takes full damage as sickened one and deafened one for 1 round.
Insane.
Wow, that's a lot of pimples. What the fuck?
Yeah, but it takes that damage, and it is now barely injured.
I rolled 7 damage below average. Nice.
Oh! Wait, that's sonic damage?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It doesn't have ears.
It's through its bones, though.
Through its bones?
Vibrating its
Okay. It takes damage.
And then I have one action remaining. I want to use Evil Eye.
Use it.
It says that when you cast or sustain a hex, your can curse a creature within 15 feet of it for long duration at any negative condition of being Does it mean I can just add the extra creature to the curse every time, or what? Because it says it just targets one creature, but then it says when you cast or sustain a hex, your familiar can curse a creature within 15 feet of it. Because this is 40 feet away. This is 15, 60, 55 feet.
Gonna be honest, I don't know, but I don't think it's supposed to be a second target. I think it's just you don't have to use an action. Your familiar can do this as long as it's within 15 feet. So normally sustaining is an action on your next turn. But this, like your familiar, as long as it's close enough, can sustain the hex for you for free.
Within 15 feet of the eye or the familiar.
I don't think you place the eye. Evil Eye is a curse on the creature. So your Corvus has to be within 15 feet of the creature.
Corvus moves right now, that uses my action.
Yes, unless you're high enough level, and you might have a thing that it can just move on its own. But I don't know.
25 speed. I gets to action. I command him to withstand on this sit on this post. That thing can switch this. Yeah, okay, I guess that is
Okay. Giant Slug is really fast. What does Giant Slug do? Actually, I don't know what Giant Slug does. I think he's just minding his own business, but he wants to eat. Akata. Yeah, it just slides right here. Hollow Stride. I think you have Titan Wrestler, right? It'd be weird if you didn't. You do have Titan Wrestler, yes. So you can wrestle everything here. You going for the slug? You can prepare an action. It takes 2 actions, but then in the future it only costs you a reaction to do the thing. So you can spend 2 actions right now to be like, I'm gonna punch the slug when it comes close. If you want to wait for them to do something. Okay, so okay. You're gonna get in your stance? Lure would hate that. You powerful fist yourself. I know. You're just gonna hang out? Okay. Ribbit. Ribbit. Oh, I guess. No, I can do that. It critically misses. And it starts to bleed. The kata, the large. Oh, I thought you were gonna finish that. The slightly weaker but still very strong large Akata comes just sprinting up the steps to Zanab. Wraps tentacles around you and hits you.
I nimbly dodge. Wait a minute.
Gook, the Oathbound, may use Retributive Strike. And chooses not to.
Retributive strike.
That's doesn't use a shield. That's someone attacks your friend and you hit him.
I utilize this reaction.
And the ally gains resist to all of the triggering damage equal to 2 plus your level. That's 13. Yeah, you can make a strike. That's a hit.
That thing moved like 50 feet.
It's really fast. It just sprinted out at you like it's a horror movie. And 12 damage. Seems like it resisted some of that damage.
It's a really good sign.
And you give Zanab 13 resistance. Let's see how much damage he ends up taking. He takes 2 damage. The larger, more powerful Akata sprints up.
Why is Hellstride out there fighting this fucking undead frog critically failing itself? And these two guys just ignored him and just walk up.
It runs up. Let me look at what they do. How do they fight? Yeah, okay. Poorly? That is incorrect. It bites Grook.
Grook dies.
Grook takes 37 damage.
Jesus Christ! That's so much less than that frog hit me for way more than that.
Grook, it's your turn.
You'll pay for that.
Critical miss. That was a 1. You still had a good chance of hitting it.
I told you guys that we were gonna get fucked the next turn.
You are 50.
The script is written.
Zanab. Wait. Are you sure? Oh, that dodges Grook? That's crazy. But it hits House Stride. It does not hit the frog. It hits House Stride. That hits House Stride. there's no way you can't hit him. Too healthy.
He's fine. He succeeds. You gain a critical success. I don't know what that does, but does that mean he's an ally because the critical success means he just doesn't get hit?
No. I don't know, does critical success mean no damage? Pretty sure it's still half damage, right? It's just you don't get the effects. I was trying to see something as well.
It's 44 damage.
22 to House Stride.
Why did he critically succeed? Give him a little bit of that.
Are you sure? Are you sure he only takes 11? No, I'll, this is a one shot. We can make up our own rules. Critical success. Is this 25% damage on a critical success? $25% damage? It's possible. Okay. What are you talking about? The frog doesn't get hit. It's the tiles. No, it's... Yeah, but this is using the math from the rule book. Wait, did you make this? Oh, so it's from the corner of your hex, or your grid, right? I don't know. I don't think it doesn't hit. Correct. Correct, that's what I'm saying. But because it's at the diagonal, it's not. That's like 31 feet right there. It's a little bit further out. 22 damage to both of the large Akata. equal to half the damage a single creature takes from the spell, but you hit 2 of them, so it's... Did you get health from hitting House Stride? Oh, okay. And you're sustaining the sickness for free. Do you do anything else? You got 1 action? Oh, you stepped back. Never mind. Giant slug! Foot? This thing has feet? That's crazy. It hits you with a foot. The slug has feet. That's surprising to me. You take 22 damage, and you're going to take some persistent acid damage as well because you're covered in the slug's mucus. And then I have no idea what a radula is, but you're getting hit by it. Just kidding, it critically missed the radula. Is that a mouth? Yeah, it missed with its tongue. That radula right there, it missed you. It did not hit the Void Frog. House Dried, it's your turn. It breaks its own weapon. Okay, yeah, it can't use the tongue attack anymore. That is not enough to grapple it. It's a big slug. It's only a +1 from there. And that is not enough to grapple it. Okay, quick. Try again. 30, 34 is enough to grapple it. Then that is your turn. You take 1 poison damage from the mucus covering you. I applied it to you, and the frog goes, and it's gonna go punch House Dread and miss. Then it's gonna try to punch again and miss. This thing just lets out a very low hiss at you. As it's got cones of its own. Tendrils come flying out of its chest. Tentacles slam into the ground and spread underneath your feet. And this area is now difficult terrain, which means it takes twice as much movement to get out of it. And it gets a bonus to hit anything in this area. Ooh, look at you. Grasping tendril, grasping tendril. Yeah. it No, it's just difficult terrain. It just puts its tentacles on the ground. It doesn't grab you. But It's gonna try to slap you with one of these tentacles and critically miss. Unlucky. This is bad. It starts to bleed. The other Akata, the stronger one. It's got that. Oh, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy, dude.
Banana bread, dude?
At work, dude? My roommates love banana bread, and we've got some ripe bananas right now. I think we're gonna make some banana bread, dude. It critically misses because it rolls a 2 twice in a row, and it becomes slowed 2. Next turn, it only has 1 action. You guys are getting lucky. Yeah, it does take double movement, but if that's where you're going anyway, it doesn't really matter.
This is how you swing. Why can't I roll double digits?
You don't even need double digits. It's an ab. I know, sorry. I know, sorry.
Why is he so strong?
The other one's weaker. You could maybe try to take that one down first.
Well, it doesn't matter because this one's just not gonna die.
You can hit it.
No, I can't.
I
The only way he's gonna die is by missing and bleeding out.
Zanab, what do you do? You're right though. I'm gonna go ahead and delete the frog, just so you don't have to worry about another thing. The poison damage? That's from the slug. Malik, what do you do? I assume you're sustaining the hex. You had so long. Do you know what these things are immune, weak, and resistant to?
Well, I know they don't have ears, so.
They don't have ears. Yeah, I gave you that one for free, I guess.
Less than half the will say.
Okay. Who? The big one? Strong one? Will. Willy will.
Did they break my 22 shield?
They didn't hit you.
Oh, this is cool.
This guy's not paying attention.
Sorry, I was reading something.
It failed. Takes 2d12 force damage and persistent force damage.
So it takes. What?
That's the dot.
Oh.
Becomes effective by spell.
Damage. Each time it takes persistent damage from spell rack, it reduces the remaining duration of spells affecting it by 1 round. Except it doesn't do that anymore because it fails the check. So it just takes 2d12 persistent force damage until it.
No. So what this means is that the other effects on it do not tick down on their own. They only tick down because they take this extra 2d12 damage when it ticks. Normally, those would tick down 1, and then they take the force damage, it ticks down again. So you're having the amount of time that your other dots apply to it. But because it failed, it only your dots only tick down, lose duration when they take this force damage.
It only goes down when they succeed an Arcana check. Only successful Arcana check against your spell DC can help the target recover from persistent damage.
From the spell rack. Yes, from the spell rack.
Yeah. So it has a 1-minute debuff, so it has this for 10 rounds.
But the curse and pursuit do not end on their own. Yeah, so those end when... Yeah. Do not end on their own.
The curse will end after 1 minute, and it says they no longer end, so it only ends if it succeeds a check, so it can go on as many rounds as it takes until it succeeds.
Oh.
So it just takes 2d12 persistent damage until it succeeds an Arcana check.
See, but it says whenever the target becomes affected by a spell with a duration. But this, you know what it does have on it? It has Evil Eye on it. So you get at least one tick of this per round. If you have any other duration spells, you can make it take more dot damage. So you, because you're an not Oracle, you're a witch, you have... Yes, and you can add more persistent debuffs to make it take even more. Yes. Are these things intelligent? I don't know. Do they have... Okay, I know whether or not they are intelligent. This slug is grabbed, but it can still foot you. No, it can't. But he can't. But he can. Grook the Oathbound may use Retributive Strike. Yeah, you got a whip. And it's a big guy. It says you can. Oh, you can't hit, but you can give him the resistance. Are you gonna do it? Okay. Okay. Yeah, Hellstride takes that 15 damage, does not get the resistance. And the giant slug will try to escape with its last action, but because it already attacked twice, it's gonna have a big multiple attack penalty. -10. Add. Bang. Does it escape? Your athletics DC is who? 10 plus what? 32 is... It does not escape. Hellstride, it's your turn. You're taking some mucus damage and you've got a giant slug wrapped around. You're hugging it. Suplex him onto Grook. Yeah. Do you have Whirling Throw? You can Salonge Bowser it. Attempt an athletics check against his fortitude at DC.
That's
31 is exact. You swing it around. You swing it around. like you're doing shot put, and you throw it. You can throw the creature any distance up to 10 feet plus 5 feet times your strength modifier. So where are you trying to put it? You can put it basically anywhere you want to.
We can put it all the way over here.
Not that far.
You said anywhere.
It's like 40 feet is your range.
40 feet.
Hold on, let me look at what your strength is. I think I just lied to you. 5. Yeah, no, 25 feet. 5 feet times your strength. 25, 35 feet. I was close. 35 feet. What? It can't go there. It'd push people out of the way. Where are you trying to put it? You launch it at this thing. It's so ping exactly where you want to put it. You so long, Gay Bowser it. And the large Akata gets pushed off the ledge. It manages to steady itself and not take damage. It slides down, and a bunch of the stone gets thrown off the ledge or the cliffside, and it just gives a low hiss. Yes. Correct. Correct. I was aware. Okay. You move the kata out of the way. You threw it there. That's one action, whirling throw? Yes. And it's no longer grabbed. Energy punch, that's a miss. Solid 2. Too bad this wasn't an occultism check. Nature's good too. Oh, that was all of his actions. The weaker Akata. Oh, House Strike takes 1 poison damage. The weaker Akata will lash some of its tendrils out at Zanab and hit. Alright. You can target it, and you can give him resistance. Give me that attack. That's a hit. You hit on reactions. Dude. He does take resist damage. In fact, you notice that time he kind of dodges out of the way and turns that into a glancing blow. It takes even less damage. Well, it took additional reduction because it kind of dodged out of the way, but for the ordinary resistance, you mean? It seems like it's just. Let me read your weapon. Does that replace its regular damage? Okay. Let me read. Yeah, you can try to do recall knowledge to figure it out, but it is resisting your regular damage a little bit. Okay. Okay. It takes damage. You're giving resistance equal to 2 plus your level. So Zanab takes 8 damage. That was. And then, oh, yeah. Does this work how I want it to? Yeah, it does. It grabs Zanab. Yeah, though. And then, yeah. Now, you know what? It's gonna step up away from Grook. The stronger Kata gives a little hiss, steps over to Howlstride. He's gonna try to wrap him up. It hits, dealing 27 damage to him. And then grabbing him. Grook. Oh, it takes 18 damage. 18 void damage because it is taking that slow. Oh, he only had one action. I lied. He does not grab.
Did you do the 2d12 damage to the thing? Persistent damage?
I just did it. He does not grab, and he does not do 27 damage to Hellstride. He just steps up to Hellstride. Oh, it is Grook's turn still. Sorry.
You're not getting away from match.
That is a hit. That is also a hit. Yes, the weaker Akata is now badly injured. Sanab, you are grabbed. And you're just pinned by giant creatures on either side of you. The giant slug is staring at you, staring you down, and you're grabbed by the tendrils of the weaker Akata.
I can still cast though, right? It's just my trigger doesn't have to.
Correct.
I cast innervation.
In a line. Draw this line for me. Oh, tendrils are gone. Yes. Oh, okay. Darn. Yeah, they do. The giant slug succeeds. No one hit it. He just threw it and didn't do any damage, but he displaced both of them. It does if they critically fail. Oh, Malik, I am so sorry. The slug succeeded. The Akata critically succeeded.
Fuck, are you serious?
I will show you. I am so sorry. That's a really good move. I know, it would take a lot of damage. The slug's taking damage.
The other guy takes 2d8
Because that would be 2d8 plus 2d12 if you hit it. No. They just take damage on their turn. Yeah, that just happens. But when you do the hit the damage, it just applies the dot. You can try. That's a free action. Cantrip, you can take 1 action instead of 2. Once per day. Oh. By the way, I won't revoke this, but when you are grabbed, casting a spell is a manipulate action. You have to pass a DC 5 flat check to succeed. But I'll let you. I forgot that. No, it's a free action. You can do it right now. Yeah, it's a 5 flat check since you're grabbed to because you gotta do your magic. What are you trying to do? Just a 5 flat check. Just d20. Alright, you can cast a cantrip. That's not a cantrip.
It's a cantrip or class spell that is 2 levels lower than your highest.
Oh, that's 2 levels lower?
No, the last one was.
Oh, okay.
Level 4 spell with dice roll 6.
Okay. Cool. Who? Okay. Yeah, they're both in the circle. Will save. And I will save. They both fail.
Ragged aberration of the dead, raising the stock of living, may deal 2d4 mental damage and 2d4 void damage to each living creature in the area with no basic mostly. Additionally, creatures critically failing doesn't matter. On subsequent rounds, for the first time you sustain the spell in each round, you can move the area up to 30 feet. Living creatures in the area must attempt saves with the same effect as above.
Okay. So the
It's a duration.
yeah. Because it's just while they're in the area. Yes, they do. 8 AoE damage. And sustaining that one does take your action. It's your curse, yeah. But maybe they just stand in it. Anyway, giant slug. Well, it's facing. There's a nab. Plus 1d2. Malik, you want 1 or 2? Oh, sorry. What? 1d3. It's disoriented. It just got Solonge Bowsered. Malik, I'll let you pick first. 1, 2, or 3. All right. House Dread 2, Grook 1. Grook. Grook gets footed. No, he doesn't.
Did you do that while holding?
It's a slug. Slug did not grab you there. Kata grabbed you. The slug uses all its attacks to foot Grook and critically fails on the third one. Next turn, it has one action. Then it's gonna take some void damage. It takes 11 void damage. It's insane. Hellstride. You got an injured Akata. Punch? He never missed twice in a row. He never missed 3 times in a row. Oh. Yeah. See, I told you. That's unarmed, right? You cannot attack with your punch to the end of your next turn. Weaker. Akata. Oh, you're going to take 2 poison damage. Let me apply that. Boom. Weaker Akata has a Zanab, is a grabbed. It has you grabbed. It's not gonna go hit someone else. It hit. Oh no. Oh no. But you can give Zanab some resistance, which is good because otherwise I think he would have gone down.
I wonder why everyone else is injured and I'm near death.
They have more armor than you.
They don't get attacked.
Howard's been getting attacked. Grook? He just has more armor than you. The slug used all of its attacks on Grook last turn and missed all of them. That was 2 actions. Yeah, it sees what's going on here with Grook, and it's gonna take Zanab over here. Stronger Akata. It's gonna do that same move now that it's no longer slowed. That was a 1-round effect. It's going to use its grasping tendrils. It slams them down in a cone. And Howstride is gonna get a +2 to being hit by the Akata. No longer has that ability, but it does have this one.
Critical fail. We can see that you're rolling.
Oh, well, 28. Everyone can, yeah. 28 damage. And what damage is this? Bludgeoning. Oof. I don't know if this is gonna happen to you. You're clumsy too, and you have a -5 to your speed until you're healed. That was its turn, and it takes huge 9 damage.
Feeling adding the extra conflict will actually. Anyway,
I removed things from this fight. Yes. There was supposed to be a regular Akata and 3 zombies. I left 1 zombie, but then decided there's no more zombie.
nice strike.
It saves my life and I'm now alive and not dead.
About time.
Critical. You guys have been rolling kind of bad.
I'm no longer grabbed.
Target must succeed a reflex or drop one of its weapons its
I'm the weapon it's
I'll say, yeah, that's what's happening. It's gonna take some damage and a reflex save against, what's your class DC? It doesn't matter. It it continues holding Synap. It
What natty 20 you get, dude? There's no way.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not lying.
Not like this.
Zanab, it's your turn. You want to try to escape? Because otherwise you got to pass a 25% check. Or you pass the 20... Whoops. You pass that 25% check and you just kill it with the spell.
What are... I sustain that warp in the way so they take that damage.
Okay, on their turn. Or right now, Yeah.
I don't have to do anything.
Huge.
And it's been taking the 2d12 every turn.
Correct, but only once.
And they have to roll a will save again, actually. Sorry. That effect takes every time, so they have to roll a will save again. I'll put it in the chat, just so it's easier.
Uh-huh. Okay. And your DC is what? 20...
28.
28? Okay. They both succeed.
They both succeed.
Yeah. Two more actions?
So they take half the damage.
Yeah.
Then I have 2 more actions. I feel like the odds of me breaking out are lower than the odds of me.
Succeeding is 25%? Yeah.
I think so, yeah, because my athletics are still low. Okay, so that's fucking close.
So you're targeting the one far away from you, not the one grabbing you?
Yeah, I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna do this.
Grook's got it.
I had a plan so it goes around me getting dropped. I have this thing that slows them. They have to fail a check. I think
What's the... You don't know. What's the safe?
okay. If I put the target to sleep, does it drop me?
Yeah. Yep. It might critically fail. To be fair, it's not this one. They both rolled 90 20s. They look the same.
Yeah, I want to do this on the one that's
Okay.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna get killed when it's targeting me, actually. It's on me. The one that's on me. It needs to roll a will save. The one that's holding me.
The one that's holding you needs to roll a will save. Oh, I can do that. Success. Becomes.
Takes half damage, becomes frightened when thunder.
13. Oh, half of that?
But it is frightened one.
That's your turn. Giant Slug has one action. Huh?
They're sucking.
I mean, you're doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but it just doesn't matter because the values are so freaking low on everything because everything gets reduced by half because of saves. And it's like impossible to fail a save.
Yeah, but Grook has turns where she does nothing.
When she does hit, she does like 20 damage, so 6 damage.
That's true, but you always do 6 damage and to multiple people at once.
I'm sure they can critically only hit 90.
That's true. Grook is gonna get hit for 17. No, he doesn't hit himself. Undo that. Grook takes 17 damage. And is gonna start taking some persistent acid damage. Howl Stride. You have a lot of conditions. You're clumsy too. You have a -2 to dexterity checks. And you move slow.
I can't use my fists, right?
No fist. I think you can still ripple. You can flowing wave them,
Yeah,
but you can't fist them. You can bite.
I can. I'll try it. I'll try the flying. The flying wave first. Target the cut it.
Okay.
This time give it a little bit of a different medicine. Pick you up.
That's a hit. Give it some positive energy.
They roll the wind again.
Huge.
Huge 8 damage.
It takes some damage.
We'll do it like, get some variety.
Unlucky. That's not true. The target is sick. If the target wasn't puking, he would have critically failed. That's what that means. Correct. It's almost dead. Because of that sick dot damage Zanab has been doing. You crit once. Flowing wave with a -10 critical miss, and it was a natty one. Insane. That is an unarmed attack, right? Or is it just a melee? It is an unarmed attack. You are encumbered until you spend 2 interact actions to free yourself.
Stop critically missing!
No, one of them is from the slug. Yeah. The rest are Guess what is an ab? If you kill it, he doesn't take this damage. A 35? That's a crit.
Let's freaking thumbs up.
If you kill it, I'm gonna say he doesn't take this damage.
Oh, my hero.
Protect the crit.
26 damage. Kills the Akata.
Retributive strike is so like
Gruka's huge OPness. Now, the other Akata sees a very weak
takes 2d12.
but well, not yet. At the end of its turn. Sees a very weak... Oh, if only you weren't clumsy too, this would not have hit you. But you're gonna take 18 damage. You know what happens next? You know what happens next? You get grabbed. I think you have abilities that do stuff. On your turn. And then you get bitten.
No, if you don't die, you're gonna get thing that we just killed. You're gonna become a zombie.
It was nice knowing you guys.
Just don't. Oh.
No, if they don't die, they become the zombies. If they don't properly get killed by that kata, they become those creatures we saw earlier.
I want you guys to see. I want you 62 damage. Critical hit. Hollow Stride.
Is dying one.
No, he's dying 2. It's a critical hit. Sends you to dying 2. You have so many conditions. I'm gonna remove all of them except for the dot because it's kind of annoying to look at.
Debuffs that.
I'm just gonna say these don't apply anymore. You're welcome.
You add enough pity.
If you drop my FPS enough. Yeah, but I've got this on like 3 times. Because I'm streaming. That was 1, 2, 3 actions. So then it's gonna take some void damage. How many? 19. Grook, can you kill it? Can you kill the barely injured slug? Can you kill the near death Akata? Please target before you attack. 32? I'll use a hero point for that. 32 is a hit. Zanab. He has 2 spells. The AoE underneath you is a different spell.
I'm just gonna like recast it just so it's
Oh, I didn't even realize green.
Green means good. Green means Zenab. Red means GM.
everyone in the circle needs to make a will save.
Grook, make a will save. Malik, guess what?
They critically failed.
The giant slug fails, and the Akata critically fails.
Let's go, finally, we won!
And Groot critically succeeds.
You take
Half. Wait. Well, no, it is the Akata is fleeing, right?
No, it doesn't get fleeing. It's a sustained action.
Oh, but it is frightened, and they both
Frightened 2.
and they both take 7 damage. Huge.
Okay, and that was just my sustained action. Well, yeah, it's frightened 3, so you can hit screen.
Frightened 2. Grook is not. The Akata is frightened 2. Grook is fine. Just takes 3 damage. No, you critically saved. Critical hit.
It takes 6 bleed damage and 28 damage.
28 damage.
And it's off guard until the end of its next turn.
And it's dead.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
Giant slug.
Barely injured.
Foot. Group takes 21 damage. And then, what does this one do? Oh. Oh, it has a range strike, and I think Zenab is in range. Just critical miss. It hit itself in a backswing with its foot. It deals damage to itself. Although it does not take any acid damage from itself. It's immune to its own acid. But it does take some solid damage. It doesn't, it's kind of dumb. It's just a big slug. It tries to hit Grook a 3rd time and fails. Howlstride, dying 2. What are you gonna do? Natty 1 and 2, you die. You have a hero point. Yeah. Only have a 10% chance to lose this character that I'm sure you're very attached to. You're fine. You're a dying 1. That's dead. That's dead. Oh, it takes 7 bleed damage, and that one takes 10 void damage as corpses. Grook.
My turn. Steps here. Targets the enemy. And
Oh, I forgot. Howlstride is takes persistent acid damage, so they're actually dying 2 again.
strike.
critical hit?
Slashing. The target is knocked prone.
That's a prone slug right there.
You're on. Ching.
26
And I will strike.
damage. $11 damage.
So little damage.
New champion.
Yeah, but I
That's true.
2d4, like I can hit 8. Should be hitting about like 5 damage. I've done that.
Can I recall knowledge to see if the slug is
Now you recall knowledge? Sure.
like if I know slugs are weak, what would that be? Nature?
Nature, yeah. Dude, you're crazy. You know everything about this. It is actually weak to salt. That's the only thing it's weak to. I don't know how salt weakness works. No, but if you have an attack that does salt damage. You just have salt shaker. It has 10 acid resistance. Its reflex is its weakest save. Fortitude is its strongest save. It doesn't have ears. It can fit through tight spaces even though it's large. It has mucus, which you guys already know. It leaves a mucus trail, which I have not been doing because that's too many things to draw. It doesn't have any spells or anything in its inventory. It also can't see you, but it can smell you. And it can climb.
I turn it invisible with the invincibility.
That's really...
Can I sustain evil eye, or have to recast it now to my target?
You'd have to recast it.
And recall knowledge is one action.
Yes.
Does guidance on how straight help is dying?
Can you... I don't think so. One attack roll, perception saving throw, or skill check. That is... Dying roll is none of those. You know, it's not a death saving throw. They don't call it that anymore.
Does adamantine, cold iron, or silver sound like salt to you? Any of them?
No.
Iron sounds like cold.
I do know there's a primal spell. There's a sorcerer. I think sorcerers can have it. Where you can throw salt water on things. That's 4 in a row? 3 in a row.
Damage.
48 damage.
And as the no critical specialization effect, as a melee weapon, you must drop the weapon gain this effect. This is attack.
That's a spell, right?
It's piercing damage.
It is a spell.
I guess I'll let you take either one of those. Is that a cantrip?
It just sounds like my critical effect did nothing. There's no critical effect no matter what I do.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Because it was in that 20.
Oh, I did automatically.
This is a
Oh,
spell.
okay.
Normal damage when target vanishes. You rolled 20 twice in a row and got the same score.
I just don't take the critical effect. So it takes 48 damage and it has a 6 bleed on it.
Yeah, I do. Only 6 bleed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not dead. But it's gonna take 6 damage on its turn. Oh, it can reach you from there, I think. Does it have reach? I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, it does. It's gonna foot you. Yeah, it does.
Some range attack.
Maybe it will. It takes a -2 to all attack rolls until the end of its turn. So I guess let's see if it hits the nab. It would have been really funny if it critically hit there. No, but it does critically hit itself. Oh, you can use Retributive Strike.
Alright. I do.
First time in the many years we've been playing that we've ever gotten 320s in a row.
Yes.
Uh.
Like the second time we've ever gotten to get anything. Not once, though.
Although I'll save you some trouble. Good strike. It kills itself.
No, I killed it.
You did. Oh, you know what? I forgot. Some of that is acid damage. It doesn't kill itself. It's resistant to some of its own damage. But you finish the last 3 of its health off with your 30 critical hit reaction. And combat is over.
Pick me up! Can we support him with this? I don't know if we can.
But yes. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. All of this madness on top of this Akata nest woke up. Oh, no. So, I retconned it a little bit because there were supposed to be more zombies around here. I'll say you guys killed those handily. But there's also just a bunch of Akatas. All running around. And I'll show you what they look like when they're not crazy. This is what they normally look like. Kind of like that statue. You
This is where the key goes.
you quickly run over. Give this guy 11 health. So he's no longer dying. He should still be encumbered and weak and all that, but we're gonna say you're not, because otherwise you're gonna have a real bad time. You can stand back up and stop taking poison damage or acid damage. It's not that big. By the time you have secured all of the metal and handled all the Akatas, or the large Akatas, enough time has passed, all of the Akatas have burst free, including all of the Akatas charging at you from the 2 large ones.
We should run. Run to the boat. We have all the treasure. I think we should go. We flee.
You flee. Good. You...
Yeah, jump down. I use my fly.
Boots of bounding. Don't worry, we're gonna do a chase sequence. You are... There's hundreds.
They can't hit me anyway.
We killed 2 of them, no problem.
They were the weak ones.
They are weaker, but they will overwhelm you. You need to hurry to the exit without messing up your footing. Let me see. Stop. Let me see how we run chase sequences. A mechanic that's core in the core rulebook that we have just never done because I think it's too complicated. Ordinarily, and you've also never ran, but we're gonna try it out. In a chase, PCs accumulate chase points as a group to overcome obstacles, usually by attempting skill checks listed in the obstacle stat block. The skill checks result determines the number of chase points added to the group's total as follows. 2 on a critical success, 1 on a success. Critical failure, you lose 1 point. Regular failure, nothing happens. When you earn enough chase points to overcome the obstacle, they move on to the next obstacle. Excess do not carry over. If you want, you can be creative and try other solutions than the ones provided. Get to the boat. Temple, run. The remains of the Akata pack, shattered no-qual cocoons, and some groggy Akatas litter the way between the dice and the temple's exit. Give me a check. Huh? No, you went the expected way. You punch a path? This music is too calm. I'm gonna make the Akatas hatch on loop. Hold on. Let's get to the boat. Or The Last Stand? Is this appropriate music? Yeah, it is. Alright. Give me some skill checks. Boots Abounding? I'll give you a +2. To run away. If you see that card right there, just tell me how you're getting away. You guys all make a check. You don't see the card? It's on the map. You're on top of it.
Those are all terrible checks on acrobatic athletic board.
If you want,
Can I use features like in my forest path here help me? Can I use recall knowledge on nature to like track the most efficient path back as my escape strategy instead? This is example skills, right? So
correct, yeah. You can give me whatever you want, as long as I think it makes sense.
I would use nature. Well, actually, would it be nature or survival to say like I know the track back to the
That one's probably survival, yeah.
I'll use survival as my check. Where's my 4 20s in a row?
31. Athletics, acrobatics, stealth for sure. And anything else that might apply. Grook. Well, you have your armbands applying, which wouldn't stack. So it's they have a +2 to different types of things. Your armbands wouldn't actually apply to this, but your boots do. So it's fine. Grook succeeds, House Stride critically succeeds, and Zanab also succeeds. So that is exactly enough to get by. And you have to escape through the ruins. The stone ruins just outside the temple both block the straightforward way of escape and give alternate paths to confuse pursuers. How do you escape? Crafting. You guys have to make a roll. At least. If you guys don't make it through with one round of rolls, you have to roll again. And bad stuff happens if you
What are these rules?
well, like no, yeah, it's a temple to the dragon. You know that, Velashinas. I guess religion. But you gotta parkour through the temple. It's...
I can use religion, you know, that their temples are always filming.
Say crafting, engineering, lore. I'll say survival could work again. I don't think religion helps you navigate ruins, though. Helps you understand the ruins. That... Critical. So house drive succeeds. Grook critically succeeds. Zanab fails. You guys, Zanab is lagging behind. You guys can't get out yet. So what happens? One of the Akata dashes around, sneaks out from behind one of the stones, and takes a bite. Well, okay. I'll say you end up slashing it away. You may not kill it, but you're at least badly injured enough. It has to get pushed away. And you give enough resistance that Zanab takes no damage. Let's get another round. You all can make another check. Yeah. But you're collectively getting these points. And unless one of you critically fails, but a critical success gets you through, you all make it through. You do. So that was parkour. Now you made it out of the temple. You gotta make a downhill mud rush. Yeah. To reach the jungle's edge, one must brave this literal take on getting down and dirty. At least the mud will facilitate reaching the bottom of the incline faster, if not break the fall in getting there. Oh my god. Don't worry, they both got... Oh. Critical success. Critical success, fail, and success, you're not out of the mud yet. You guys get tangled up in the mud, sliding down. You all take a -2 to athletics and acrobatics. Round 2 of the mud rush. 36-28. And 31. Those that's a crit success, a success, and a regular success. You guys get through. But the Akatas are close on your tail. There's a whole horde of them. And you get caught in a snare. Traps left behind. Deter those approaching the temple can also come from the opposite direction, given they don't prematurely trigger first. There's too many traps in the way. Yeah, you do. You perceive. That is a... Let's see, what is the perception? That is a critical success. Zanab gets a critical success. That would have gone you through except for this critical fail from Halastride. From the trap. Halastride gets caught in a trap and is immobilized. Someone's gonna have to make another check to get him out in time. Let's get another round. Sir, you get him out of the trap. Just really quickly undoing the knot like the good Boy Scout you are. And because it's a critical success, you also advance to the underbrush surprise. Every step taken through every step taken through this island's jungle is a gamble between landing on solid ground in knee-high water or into a long forgotten pit. Survival 32, athletics 31, house stride -1. The mud, that's a -2 to athletics and acrobatics. Yes. Doesn't say. I'm gonna say it probably would have applied to the caught in a snare. Did any of you use athletics for that? I don't think so, right? Yeah, so you got enough mud off of you by now. 26, 32, and 31. Is that the rolls? These are getting more difficult. Halastride fails. Zanab and Grook still succeed. You need more rolls to get through. Underbrush a surprise if you don't get through, and Halastride trips over himself among the bushes. He is prone and cannot, and needs to take this whole round to stand back up. He cannot roll. Grook and Zanab, can you get us out of here? Yes. Round 2.
Naturally 20. Really good crit success for sure.
Is it a crit success? It is a critical success. But you do get through because Zanab is so surviving. But the jungle is unrelenting. Binocle Owl doesn't so easily relent as twisting vines, fallen trees, and thickets of greenery complicate the straight route back to the shore. This... Zanab survives. Halastride just survives, and Grook fails.
I retributive strike.
But you guys get 1 extra chase point because you befriended the jungle spirits. They help guide you along. But you have not escaped yet. The jungle is very long. You need more than 4 successes here. You need 5 successes.
And we get it.
Hold on. Hold on. A large flower puffs and you're infected with the spores from the flower. All three of you. Give me all three of you. Give me a fortitude save. You're all fine. But you still need one more success.
What did I say?
You get through. You make it to the edge of the jungle. Though not quite at the beach day one would envision, the beautiful open sands also herald safety in the form of an impending watery escape for those quick enough to reach it. Because you got slowed down in the underbrush and the jungle, the Akatas are right on your tail. Halstrad fails. Grook succeeds. Zanab rolls down the beach expertly. Does not. He does not. He does not critically succeed though. That's 2 successes. You need 4 more. Some of the. You guys get stuck in the sand. It's a little sandy. -2 for athletics and acrobatics. And you know what? And reflex. I'll say reflex too. That makes sense, I think. That's 2 successes. You need 2 more. You can roll.
Come on, boys. We're getting out of here.
With a -2, you still succeed. And you get to the boat. But there's a lot of Akatas. You need to row. The Serengala requires incentive to sail its passengers to safety, and that incentive involves a lot of vigorous rowing and generally not being on land any longer. You have to get it off of the sand. Shh. Can you get the boat into the water?
Using my armband of athleticism rather than to shoot.
Yeah. Critical success, and 29 survival is just a regular success. You're not out yet. Ikadas on the beach are nipping at your ankles. You're not able to strike back at them because all hands are on the boat shoving it. You all are going to take from the horde this would be really funny if any of you die here. How much health do you have? Oh, okay, you guys are fine. I rolled very low. You all take 4 damage. You need 2 more successes. Can you get it? What if you all critically fail right here? You get overwhelmed by Akatas. That's a fail.
Please, great God, Lord, allow me to critically succeed as I shove this boat so far.
That is a success.
There's never been a moment like this to use a hero.
Too bad you don't have any, do you?
I have one hero point left.
Oh snap!
being the hero she is. Taking command to ensure that this push is the mightiest push of her life. Because these weak people
33 succeeds. You get the boat onto the water and you escape the Akata horde. You safely set sail on the water. Arang resumes his hosting duties. He's like, hey, anybody want some coconuts? You guys look a little thirsty, a little tired. What's going on? And he sings an upbeat shanty during the voyage back. The sun has set well below the horizon. Oh, let's get back on the... Let's get you back on the water. The sun has set below the horizon. By the time you make landfall at... You're all overboard. Oh, you gotta be in the box. Your venture captain Taiwale and Pure Peren await you at the docks, engaged in conversation with each other. Both appear positively elated to see that you've returned, though likely for different reasons. Pure Peren puts her hand out and says, "Ah, you've returned. Do you have the sky metal in the bag of holding? Please hand it over. The key." Okay, you hand the bag over. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, she takes the bag of folding. She relieves you of the treasure and thanks you on behalf of Velashanas.
Lazy dragon should have gone and got it herself.
Why did
Psycho creatures that are gonna try to kill us.
creatures? What creatures? Oh, those silly little things. I'm sure my mistress, you know, they were very well behaved. I'm sure they didn't give you too much trouble. They're just so cute. They're just so cute and squishy. You're just pranking me. Anyway, I hope you didn't play too rough with our pets, did you? You did what? There's 100. There was only 4. Nah, yeah. Now I know you're just pranking me. Eggs? What could that? That's a completely abandoned island. There's nothing but akatas. What could they have made eggs from? No, akatas only replicate by implanting eggs in a host. There's no one else on the island. There's no way they could have made hundreds. Nah, you're just making things up. Anyway, your captain Taiwale all gives you a little fist bump, says congrats, job well done, and he says well, how was the journey though? Did Arlong, oh, not his name's not Arlong, Arang give you a good ride? His name is Arang, not Arlong. Um, no, he's a sailor. Sailors go on boats, not on islands.
This is not true. I've seen times. You're incorrect, man.
This is a sir.
Not anymore.
As well, I hope you respected the island and the jungle spirits. Yes, you didn't leave too much damage, right? You didn't damage the jungle on the way out, did you? Okay, well, hopefully everything's all in one piece, and everything's looking good. But in any case, the elders care about the preservation of nature. Just in general.
Quarantine the island. No one is to go there. It's a high danger zone. Please let the organization know.
You guys got the medal, and you avoided excessive damage. You guys get 2 Pathfinder Society points for that. You gain 2 reputation with whatever faction you would like.
Whatever faction is against the faction that
Oh.
we just helped.
Actually, you get 4 because you didn't damage it. You get 4 reputation. Isn't that cool?
Works against this dragon lady.
You work for her, kind of. This was a job for her.
Faction is opposed to her.
You're in like you're on Bonoko. Oh, you're not on Bonoko. You're on Bonokal. Bonokal. It's a low port town on one of these islands in the Philippines. The Tiansha Philippines, basically. Yeah. I'm sure it's in the new Tiansha World Guide book. Do they? Oh, that's what you do. Anyway, congratulations. You guys succeeded. You gained a bunch of reputation for doing such a great job.
I actually got a hero quick one. It's like, and how I killed both of the things.
You guys all get a hero point. You did some heroic things, but you used hero points to do some of them. That's true. You know what? For all of those, Zanab did a lot of damage. That's teamwork. You know what? Grook gets an additional hero point for keeping Zanab alive. Zanab gets another hero point for doing some sweet combos. Doing some sick dot damage. And a Hollow Stride did a Solange Bowser. And that was really cool. That was really good though. It put the slug in the middle and the slug wasn't doing anything, and it separated the 2 Akadas. For like 3 rounds, yeah. Yeah. So I'll tell you, the Akadas were way stronger when they were together, because they do a pack attack. So separating them actually probably saved you guys. Zanab definitely would have died. So you guys all get to rest at your favorite port tavern and heal up until you get some time to head back and find out what your next mission will be. Until then, you can drink lots of the best rum that Benokal has to offer. But you're off the boat now.
Did they say anything about this is sick news?
Yeah, Arong is like, hey, your birdie buddy's got some sweet specs.
Hell yeah, he does.
You mind if I try them on? And he just reaches. Oh. He says, "Oh, all right. Well, he can keep him. It probably looks better on him anyway." Yeah. Dopies. All right. Good job, guys. Good session. You made it out alive. And you know what? Even though I had to manually up the DCs, I don't think that chase sequence was too hard. Chases are cool. We'll see if those come up in Abomination Vaults. I think they won't. Why? It worked better than I thought it would, but that's true. That's true. I mean, the chase didn't take that long. That fight took a long time. Well, it would probably just continue to follow the chase mechanics. Normally, I've seen them a couple times. They only come up like when it has to be a chase. I know Starfinder had some chases, but those were different. I did one in a campaign I was playing in, but it was like a car chase. That was kind of cool. All right, good stuff, guys. And we're playing again in the morning. First thing in the. All right, GG's. Bye bye.